Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande, Roth. Gonna be in the mid-60s. Gonna be balmy. Gonna be cloudy. We might have some rain. It's kind of hit and miss. We'll see how it goes. Looks like there's definitely gonna be some rain in our future. Will it happen during trick-or-treating? Who knows? But at least the kiddos will be warm tonight, Cande.
Balmy, yes. The whole week looks nice weather-wise as far as the temperature.
You know, and one of the hardest things I remember when, you did put on a costume or you had your kids.
Oh, and then you had to wear your winter coat or whatever.
Right.
Oh, that was so annoying.
Put your jacket on and you don't want to cover up the costume and the whole thing. By the way, before we get to our Halloween chatter, Powerball is $1 billion tonight, Cande.
You got to be in it to win it.
Yeah, don't forget to play. It could be a happy Halloween for somebody.
That would be a very happy Halloween, wouldn't it?
Would be kind of incredible, yeah. So we went over a little of this Friday, and any big fans of the show know the story, but we don't want to ruin anyone's Halloween time tonight.
Enjoy your Halloween. Just don't involve me in it.
That's right. Don't show up at Candy's house.
Don't show up at my house. Don't expect me to buy candy. Don't expect me to be oohing and eyeing over costumes, because that's not happening.
And if you
enjoy yourself.
Correct. And if you show up at mine and the lights are out and there's a sign that says, please help yourself to some candy.
And there's nothing in the bowl.
Just keep going. Move on.
Keep going.
Move on to the next house.
My father loved Halloween, by the way, and he once set up this thing where he had a speaker out by the door. You couldn't really see it. He would sit in the dark in the living room and watch people come up towards the house. And when they get there, he would say something, like in an evil voice, and people would run. Oh, he loved that so much.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, he really, really loved that.
Put a speaker out and a wireless microphone.
Yeah.
And then they get up to, the doorstep, you yell, boo, or something like that.
Right. Oh, he really enjoyed that.
Hey, that's not bad.
No, he really enjoyed Halloween for that reason.
You might have brought my whole Halloween vibe back, Cande.
I know. He'd sit in his chair and watch the next victim come strolling up the sidewalk, and
Maybe I'll just sit there for 5 straight hours reading entertainment news for the neighborhood. That's a great idea.
That's a good one, right?
Yeah. So Cande goes back. Let me see if I could summarize this, because you've told the story so many times. Cande goes back to the days when she had her beautiful, over 100-pound dog, Oliver.
Yes, of pure love.
Gentle dog. And you would always put him in the bedroom when somebody would come to the door. But Evan, as a young kid, decided to open the door to give some candy out. And
even though I had said 2 seconds prior, don't open the door right now, I'm feeding Oliver dinner.
Right. And Oliver ran to the door and
barking,
basically...
and looked very threatening. I'm not going to lie.
Because he's huge. He was a big dog.
And he barked and he was scary.
And he basically licked a kid's hand, right?
Basically. He did not bite. I know that.
Did he draw blood, Cande?
No, but I think what happened is the kid was so shocked he may have I don't know, bit his lip or something like that. But there was no blood. It was upsetting. It was just a bit of chaos for sure. And then because I was behind on his rabies shot, he had to go to puppy prison for 5 days.
That's terrible. Terrible, yeah. So you got to be up to date on the shots, that's for sure.
Absolutely, which now, no question, I'm never having that happen again.
And, and if you know me well enough from listening to the show, then you know that I've got a lot of neurotic behavior and a lot of things influenced from when I was a child by my parents. And one of them is we never went trick-or-treating, and Halloween was never really a thing.
Did your parents give out candy?
I do remember having a bowl of candy. They weren't that terrible of people, Cande.
Well, I'm wondering, did they give out candy?
No, yes, I do. And I do remember going to the door handing out some candy at times. Yes, there is a bowl of candy at the front door. They did hand out to children. But yeah, I also remember...
Just not their own.
What? That's right. I also remember not that many kids coming down our block.
They were
and
afraid of that house. They said, "Yeah, we feel a little weird going up there."
That's that's possible. You never know. So anyway, we want people to be safe. Here's the other thing. In all seriousness, you're driving residential neighborhoods. You're in your car driving around wherever. Please go slow because you don't know when kids are going to dart out into the middle of the street.
That is
Candy.
so true.
Yeah, and you always hear one story. You know, every Halloween there's some kid somewhere. Just please go slow when you're driving out, especially around dusk and, you know, when the lights go down. So I do have a little bit of fun for Halloween. It's not all, it's not all doom and gloom, okay?
Right.
So I have a list of candies that allegedly kids between the ages of 8 and 14 don't care if their parents steal from them.
This was a big thing in our house back in the day because the kids would say, "You can have these. Don't touch those."
Correct. So on this list, I can't believe this is on the list. Whatchamacallits are number 10. Do you know that was my favorite candy bar growing up?
Really? I didn't like them.
Whatchamacallit, Butterfingers, love those. Okay.
Love Butterfingers. I always got those. The kids didn't want those.
York peppermint patties you could steal from kids. They don't want them.
They don't want that.
Heath bars. Oh my God, I love Heath bars.
See, I don't like Heath bars.
Mints, like restaurant mints. I don't know who hands those out.
Who's the? Oh yeah, no.
Butterfingers. Kids don't mind if you take their Butterfinger.
No. And I did because I happen to like them.
The wood bar. I used to call it the wood bar.
Right.
That's what it looks like.
I liked them though.
I love Butterfingers. Baby Ruth. You could take your kids Baby Ruth.
Yeah, I didn't like those though.
I see a lot of nut things. Mixed nuts. If you get mixed nuts, you could have those.
Yeah, they don't want that.
Another candy, kids don't care if you take from them Almond Joys.
Oh, I love those.
Andy's chocolate mints are on the list as well.
No, they wouldn't want those.
And number one on the list that kids between the ages of 8 and 14 do not care if parents steal. This makes sense. Dove Dark Chocolate.
Love that. Sometimes I buy dark chocolate just because Brian doesn't like it.
Good call.
Know where I'm going here?
Good call.
But the thing in my house is when Evan was little, he didn't like peanut butter. So we got the Reese's peanut butter cups that he would get in his Halloween take. Not
well
Casey.
done.
That's
well
one of Casey's favorites.
Well,
but Evan would be like, "You can have these. I don't like peanut butter."
Listen, the dark chocolate makes perfect sense because kids don't like dark chocolate.
No. And there was a time where, Good and Plenty was all mine. But then as they got older, they started to like it.
Yeah. No, I'm not a big Good and Plenty fan.
They ruined it for me.
Candy, I do want to switch gears just for a second. I promised to tell you a show I saw on Netflix I think you'll enjoy. This is for anyone, especially you and my sister Amy, who I think would really enjoy this one as well. It's a limited series. It's 8 episodes. It is an emotional, romantic drama series called From Scratch.
Oh.
And it stars Zoe Saldana, who is, can I tell you,
beautiful,
amazing in this show. Her co-star, I want to see if I can get his name here. Co-star is, what's his name? Eugenio Mastrandrea.
You could have left off the name because I don't know who that is.
Yeah, really good as well. It's a great 8-episode limited series. It's a roller coaster. I'm going to tell you, it is a love story. It's a roller coaster. You'll enjoy it. I really enjoyed it.
And
it's 8 episodes.
Called
From Scratch.
All right, I'll have to check it out. See, now if I saw that, I would think it was a cooking show.
He's a chef. He's a chef. Yep. You gotta watch. It's a scripted romantic drama, and it's good. Zoe Saldana's the star. It's called From Scratch. 8 episodes.
Right. Well, my recommendation is White Lotus. I'm not going into the cast or who's starring anywhere. I finished up season 1, which actually is really cool because what they're doing is the White Lotus is a hotel. People go there for honeymooning, vacationing, whatever. So you get to see all the people and their little individual, dramas, and then they leave. So season 2 is a whole new bunch of people coming to the White Lotus.
It's a good idea for a show.
It's a really good idea, and I'm really looking forward to it. And season 2, I know one of the actors is Christopher from Sopranos. I can't think of his name right now.
Oh,
His
okay.
real name. But he's in it. I don't care who's in it. It was really, the first season was great. So I hope the second season will be as good.
All right, White
That's my
Lotus.
review. I don't go into all the details like you do.
Because I want to set the scene.
Well, I'm setting the scene. It's really good. I just
White
set the
Lotus.
scene.
There you
Right.
go.
It's
And
on HBO Max.
from scratch on Netflix. There are two recommendations.
Yes.
Candy going to be balmy, mid-60s. Could have some rain. It depends. We'll see the timing of it, but going to be warm for the kids for trick-or-treating. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Fathead and Candy in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.